whenever sometimes I tell people about what I do, right? Like I build this community of solo women travelers or who host each other for free, and some people get it, but some people are like, "What? That's crazy!" Like there's people that do that, and I was like, "Yes, there's actually a huge like community of women that do this." Like before I solo backpack, like I thought I was a crazy person wanting to go to the other side of the world by myself until
Yeah.
I started realizing there is a big network of women who do this. Welcome to the Dream Big, Have Adventures podcast, where your big entrepreneurial dreams and your dreams of travel and adventure collide. Hi, I'm your host, Tess Milholland. I'm a published author and founder of HerHouse, an app community of solo women travelers who host each other for free, giving us safe, affordable accommodation and a supportive network of women all around the world. Here, we mesh big dreams of building business with your thirst for adventure. Because I'm going to give you a hint. They're actually way more connected than you realize. On here, I dive into building a tech startup as a solo founder and bring women from the HerHouse community onto the show to share what they're building and how we're bringing women together by hosting others in our network. So no matter where you're listening to this, doing the dishes, on the road, or in the airport, if you have big dreams and a thirst for adventure, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Well, Terri, thank you so much for coming on the show today. It's so great to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, yes. Well, I'd love for you to just introduce yourself, where you're located.
Okay. Well, I'm Terri Reynolds. I'm in the UK. So I'm in a city called Newport, which is in South Wales, which is in Wales in the UK. My apartment is actually based on sat on a river. So I'm literally overlooking the river here, which is fantastic. And I've got quite a nice large balcony as well, which is where I can sit there and people watch the river ebb and flow. I just love it. Often with a coffee, or depends what time of day, might be a glass of wine. And where I'm situated in South Wales is really close to all connective links. So I'm within walking distance of the bus station, walking distance of the train station. I've got the town centre literally a few minutes walk away. But also London's about an hour and 20 minutes away by train. So it's really connected to all the highways, etc. And also where I live, although I'm in a city, I'm only a 5-minute drive from the countryside as well, which is fantastic, and about 40 minutes from the seaside. So it's all going on around. It's all going on
Yes.
around me, which is what I love. It's really nice to have that. You can be as quiet as you like, or you can be amongst it all as well. So I love it. I love it.
That's so awesome. Have you lived there for a long time? Or how
I
long
was
have you
born
been in the area?
I was born in Newport.
Okay.
In 2019, I decided to move, or was it 2020? 2019, yeah, I moved away, only within half an hour's distance, but I was always by water. And then last year, about this time last year, I decided to come back. My friends and family, they're all here. My daughter, my grandson, my mother, they're all in Newport. So I decided to come back. So I know the area so well, and for anybody who was coming to visit, of course, I know all the little areas that if you're new to the area, you won't know, off the beaten track, etc. And I'd be more than happy to take anyone who stays with me in my car, and we could go for little drives, and I could take them and show them the parts that they would not probably be able to get to if they were here staying in a hotel, for instance.
Absolutely. Like, just off the top of your head, do you have any ideas of places that you would love to show, like, your guests that maybe they wouldn't see if they were, like, staying in a hotel or something like that?
Yes, there's the countryside, a little place called Gold Cliff, where it literally is out and it takes you down to the water. There's a little place there called the Sea Wall, where you can go for quite long walks. And there are walks here that probably, if you were traveling, you wouldn't know about. There's like the common ones, if you like, that everybody would know about, and something that you can see for yourself. But I would be able to show them around, the little areas that you just wouldn't get to because probably they'd be too far away to be able to get to. And
Yeah.
there may be local buses, but they probably be every hour, that type of thing. So there's those type of places. There's Chepstow, which is near by as well, which is a very, very old town, but it's got
Mm,
castle. So there's lots of little areas where I would be very happy to take people, anybody who stays with me off to
that's
see.
so I
Yes,
love
get the
that.
vibe. And for me, that's really important if you're hosting somebody, because I know when I was backpacking and I was hosted by families, they took me to places that I would never have seen. I got to experience how locals live. And I think that is makes a massive difference, to the whole experience, being able to see where they go, what they do, where they eat, that type of thing. So yes, I think it's really important to do that for them.
Yeah, I think I had that exact same experience when I was solo backpacking and I had locals host me. Like, again, you get to see life through their eyes. You get to see what life would be like if you would live there. And, you're not just in a hotel or a hostel, you're really living like a local. And I think that's the true gem of what Her House offers is to be able to connect with women like you who can help
Yes.
them and take them around and show them all the great local things.
And that's why I joined you, because I thought, what a fantastic opportunity. As soon as I saw it, I was on it. And I thought, what a fantastic opportunity for everyone who joins, to be able to do this and be part of this community where you can literally go anywhere in the world, um, know that you're going to be safe, and this is a major thing, isn't it? Is knowing that you're going to be safe where you'll be staying.
Yes, it's huge. I was curious if you could tell us like a little bit about your apartment. Like, would people like crash on your couch, or do you have like an extra room, or what's it kind of look like so far?
I have an extra room. So
Nice. Okay.
I've got a second bedroom, and I've got a single bed in there,
Okay.
and it's where I kind of got my little desk, my little workspace, which is like just up by the window. But there's plenty of room for anybody to stay in there, so that's really comfortable. Just got the one bathroom, and then, as I say, I've got a really large balcony, so
Mhm.
that's great as an outdoor space, where you can just sit there. Even in the winter, I sit there, put my coat on.
I feel you.
Yeah, it's just nice to have that, and whenever I live in an apartment, I've always got to have a balcony because I like that outdoor space. So yes,
Mhm.
there's plenty of room. I am at 4 flights of stairs. There's no lift, so just to warn anybody that about that, they're short flights. They're not, because I'm only 2 floors up. I'm not 4 floors up.
Yeah.
They're only short flights, but I quite like it because it keeps me fit. So
Yeah. Exactly. Right. Keeps you moving. So
The only t the only time I groan about it is when I've got handfuls of, bags of shopping, I've got to carry them up the stairs. That's not so much fun, but otherwise, yes, it's absolutely fine. But otherwise, yeah, it's quite a modern apartment, and, it's very safe. You have to have the key to get into the front door, and then I've got my own front door as well, and it's all very security led. So yes, if I'm living here, it's gotta be decent.
yeah, totally. Well, and I was curious, like, say if someone who was out of the country would love to like come and visit you, would they probably fly into London and then get a train to your city? Is that probably what they would do?
There are a couple of ways they could do that, or they could fly into Bristol,
Okay.
which is about 40 minutes away from me. And
Okay.
if that was the case and time allowed, I could probably pick them up from the airport if they wanted to come straight to me.
Okay.
But
Nice.
otherwise, from there, they could get the bus or the train from there. But also, like you said, London's fine as well. If they
Mhm.
if they flew into London, yes, they could get the train straight into Newport or a bus straight to Newport. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
And I would meet them, at the train station or the bus station, whichever.
That's so helpful.
It absolutely is. I'll have the car so we can just throw the stuff in the back, and then we can drive over and just get comfortable.
Absolutely. You're just a dream host. I'm so excited. I want to come to Wales and come
Oh,
come
please come.
visit you now.
Let's have a party.
I did want to also touch like what you do professionally as well. Can you also share also what you do like for work and professionally too?
Yeah, so I am semi-retired. I'm a transformational business change agent with the NHS in the UK. Now, I semi-retired a couple of years ago because I wanted to follow my passion, which is travel. And so I became accredited as a travel coach via Sahara and the Travel Coach Network, which I will forever be indebted to. Ever so grateful for that. And so I help women who want to solo travel for the first time, They don't have the confidence, but it's something that they really want to do. So I help them build that confidence, step by step. Get them out of their comfort zone, and get them moving towards their goal. And I absolutely love it. I just love talking to anybody who wants to travel. I could talk forever. It's like when I get because I've got a podcast as well, Wanderlust Diaries, and when anybody comes onto my pod, I mean, I always say it's about 40 minutes. I'm always at least an hour because we're just chatting and talking. Let's come on, Tess. But we just forever chatting. So I just love it. So that's where I am with all of that at the moment. And anybody who needs any help, I'm always there. Always there.
Well, I think that you're not only an amazing host, but also a great resource. So, like, if you are a Her House member, just send Terry a message right inside of Her House, and she's not only an amazing host, obviously, but she's also like a great resource to like chat about like solo traveling because solo traveling is really nerve wracking for women. We're trying to make it as easy and safe and comfortable as possible. Having someone like you in their corner would be like really wonderful at the same time.
When I went solo traveling back in 1999, a very long time ago when I was 40, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have mobile phones. So now it's just so much easier because you've got this device in the palm of your hand. You can research, and that's what I always say: research, research, research. Wherever you're going, whatever you want to do, it's just it's so much easier now. But you still need that confidence to make that first move. So that's where I come in, really. And it can be scary. It absolutely can. Because I know when I thought I'd go off around the world for a year, I thought, oh yeah, this is great. But when it came to it, it's like, oh my gosh. But it's about feeling the fear, isn't it? Feeling the fear and do it anyway. But yes, so I just love it. I just love anything to do with travel, and I'm there.
That's amazing. No, that's so good. And just love having you here. Love having you in Her House. You have just amazing energy and contributing to the community. For those who are kind of Her House curious or maybe Her House curious about being a host, what word of encouragement do you have for those ladies
Oh,
listening right now?
yeah. If anybody's watching this and they're thinking about it, just do it because honestly now it just opens your world right up. It's not just about you. For me, staying with someone, it's about having that camaraderie, that community, and knowing that you're there for someone else who wants to come and stay. More than happy, I so look forward to it. I really do. So if anybody's thinking about it, just do it. You will not regret it. Like I said, it opens up the whole world. And I'm just so excited to get started myself, on visiting others who are going to be hosting. So yeah, let's get this ball rolling. Come on, join the community. Come in. We're a great bunch of people. You'll love it.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, join us because the bigger it gets, the better it gets, and
Yeah.
we're just beyond excited for the growth of this beautiful, loving, supportive, safe female community of solo
Yeah.
travelers.
And I
Mhm.
think what I love about it as well is all the communications. There's the app's not just there and that's it. You just got to, just go in whenever you want to. There's always something going on. There's always a communication, which is
Mhm.
what I love, and all the polls as well. I love all of that side of it. So don't think that you're just going to join an app and that's it. You're not going to hear from anybody. That is not the case at all, at all. And I like that. I really like that.
Same. Yeah, we have daily polls and questions to help spark communication and stories and sharing. And we have spaces for homesteading and home swapping and homestaying with other ladies. Yeah, just jump in, be a host, please. We want more hosts in the
Yes,
community. Like,
yes. Yeah,
and you don't have to have like a big flat, even if you have like a couch to crash on, that's a great way to, be a safe place for another solo female traveler, so we would love to
yeah,
have you no matter what your accommodations look like.
yeah, agree. As long as you've got that space to go to that, I think there's a lot of comfort in knowing exactly where you're going. So
Mhm.
it may be that you're off on your travels and you just want to homestay for a while before as you get your bearings to move on somewhere else, and to know that you've got that security of a homestay. Brilliant. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah. Like, when I first went to Australia, I had a host, and I had connected with her beforehand because I actually knew her from, like, previous like, she was one of my only connections in Australia, and that's specifically why I went to Melbourne instead of,
Ah,
like, Sydney or something to get
yeah,
started. And having her there, she picked me up from the airport, kind of like what you were talking about, and having that. And I ended up staying with them for like 2 weeks. It was kind of excessive. You don't have to host people for that long in her house. Usually it's like a weekend or something. But I ended up staying with Sally for a couple of weeks. And as a first-time solo woman traveler, it made the biggest difference for me, for my folks too. Like I was, 25, just out of college. My family was very concerned about me going to the other side of the world by
Yes, I could
myself.
imagine.
So having a trusted friend, a trusted woman friend, girlfriend that you can stay with, that's safe, it's just going to give everyone peace of mind for your adventure.
Absolutely. And it's about like-minded people, isn't it? Because we're all like-minded around travel, solo travel, the safety aspect. We've all got that in common, haven't we? It's like, I have to tell you a little story. So I joined lots of solo groups on Facebook and that, which is fantastic. And then I set up a little meetup with a few people locally to me. And we all met up. There were 4 of us in the end, so myself and 3 others. But what tickled me is the fact that none of them were solo travelers. They just joined the group because they wanted to meet with others. So
Yeah.
as much as they went on holidays and that type of thing, they weren't actually solo travelers. And that just, I
Mhm.
thought, wow, they just want to be included
Right.
in the environment of solo travelers and just to meet other women who think like them. And I thought that was lovely, really.
That is special
Yeah.
because it's true, like, whenever sometimes I tell people about what I do, right? Like, I build this community of solo women travelers or who host each other for free, and some people get it, but some people are like, "What? That's crazy." Like, there's people that do that, and I was like, "Yes, there's actually a huge, like, community of women that do this." Like, before I solo backpack, like, I thought I was a crazy person wanting to go to the other side of the world by myself until
Yeah.
I started realizing there is a big network of women who do this. And sometimes when you go to do stuff like this, your family, your friends, your immediate community might not understand this. So you really need community like Her House who really get it. We understand what you're wanting to do. We're not going to like fearmonger you and tell you that the world is going to be out to get you or that you're going to get hurt or something like that. We're here to encourage you and support you in your journey.
Yeah, no, absolutely agree with all of that. So, because I don't think your family and friends really do understand. They do think you're a bit crazy. Probably, I think they did when I was 40, almost 40 when I went off to do mine. And I'm thinking, even I was thinking to myself, "What are you doing? You're a mother. You're a 40-year-old mother. What's wrong with you?" So even I did, but of course those people, and even now they don't. Because I don't really have. I've got 1 or 2 friends really who are solo travelers, but the rest are not. And they really don't want. So if I've just come back from Portugal, which was fantastic. I think I posted a sunset picture, which is gorgeous. And I went with a friend, which is fantastic. I loved it. But now I'm looking, right, I've got to have that fix now of going on my own, and just literally doing what I love best. So, and solo travel is the best of both worlds, isn't it? You can either be on your own or you can look for others to have a chat with if you want to. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Not everybody understands it. So to be able to meet, and especially with this platform with like-minded people, is fantastic. I just love it. I just love
I'm
it.
so glad. Well, this was such a great chat. I feel like we could just like be chatting over like coffee or wine like all day, all night. So I'll definitely put you on my list to come visit here in the future. And yeah, if you ever get down to Texas, you're always welcome
Oh,
in
I will
Philly,
be
too.
looking you up. I absolutely will. Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tess. And thanks for
Yeah.
building this community. It's fantastic.
Well, it's such a labor of love for me. It's something that it's been on my heart for a long time, and I'm really excited to see it finally start to blossom into what I believe is going to be an incredible, valuable community for years to come.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Dream Big, Have Adventures podcast. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you're feeling generous, a review is a really helpful way to help us reach more listeners around the world. And if you're a woman keen for solo adventure but want a real community who you can connect and stay with around the world, come join us in Her House. You can download the app right now on Google and Apple, and you can check us out with a 7-day free trial. I can't wait to connect with you personally inside of the Her House network. And until next time, keep dreaming big and having adventures. We'll see you out there.